father has it.
Who took these? That dog?
The fire.
The other one. Or
Oh,
Bob.
this guy right here.
Dog? Yeah. I guess I
Oh, you know.
Do you have any grandsons? I never got to ask you how many
A
children.
lot.
Oh, are they here?
No, I don't think they're here.
Oh, okay.
They gave me a dinner last day before it was my birthday.
We're in line.
What's yours the 5th?
The 5th, right.
And I'm the 9th.
Right.
4 days older.
You're older than he is, or he's older than you?
No, I'm older than him.
Oh, you don't look it. He doesn't look it.
No, not much
We're
at all.
both the same age, right?
Yeah. All right. See you, Clifford.
Okay, thanks
I had
again
a
for coming
wonderful
down.
time.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming down. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
This is my baby girl.
This is her granddaughter. I'm the baby girl. Remember when she used to run around?
Yes. Oh,
Yes. Play the drums with Sean and
right. Yeah.
I remember that. I remember that.
Oh, thank you.
and she's only 13, Cliff. Look how tall she is.
Taller than you.
Everybody's taller than
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming out.
Oh, I'm so glad you had us all.
Beautiful daughter.
I have that very close. I have so many lovers with her. So.
13 years old? Wow. The girl that was up singing, she's 12.
Yeah, but they go to school together. Yeah. They both go to Timberstone Junior High. We're actually in the same class.
Oh, no kidding. No. But you know, do you sing?
She's not as well developed.
He wants.
She's trying very hard. She does. That was almost a blessing running into Glenda. I'm thinking. Summer.
Really do.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, dear. Oh, you know what? My daughter forgot to bring my CDs. Where is she?
Didi.
Where are my CDs?
I know. You've got CDs.
Hey, Cliff.
I got a lot of them.
Cliff, you remember you had a drummer in high school named Kendrick?
Yeah, what's she
Kendrick.
Robert
Robert
Kendrick.
Kendrick. That's his son right there.
Where?
Ryan.
He on his way.
Right there.
He on his way.
Very, very good.
Oh,
Wait. Hey, Bobby.
that's Robert.
Oh, you done got the real on
No,
this.
that's his son, Brian.
Oh, exactly.
Brian, that's his youngest son, Brian.
Is Betty his mother?
The nurse. She's a nurse, right?
Betty is one that's married to Robert.
Oh, must be Betty. I could ask him. I can't remember her name. I just call her Mrs. Kendrick. So I don't remember. I didn't even know his name. I just call him Mr. Kendrick.
Oh, my
But
God.
yeah, he said that his dad used to play with you.
Right,
So
right. The first band that we had.
really, oh, that's so neat. Yeah. Maybe you can. I'll tell him to come over and say hi to you.
Okay.
He's got MS. So it's hard for him to walk.
Oh, this lady 10 years ago. On the state senate down there. That's right, it is.
All right. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you
Belated
again.
birthday. It's good to see you again.
Belated, real belated.
You belated, right? Thanks to the snow. All right. God bless you.
You too.
Hey, babe. I got a kiss for you from Nick. I'll give you the
I know where
hug.
Nick is.
Yeah, I just got back too. I would have missed your. Yeah, I just got back, but I would have missed. 2 weeks ago I was there, so I was so glad when I heard that it was snowed out and you'd wait for me to get back for your birthday. This was a great treat. Great. Thank you. See you next week.
Uh-oh, watch yourself.
I'm Elizabeth. We were old friends of Jones years ago. Willie, my mother-in-law, my little old lady.
Yes, yes. Oh,
So she wanted me to say
how
hello to you.
is she doing?
She's doing great. She turns 95 in a couple weeks, and she's really doing pretty
Oh,
well.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
You sure give her a hug.
I will, and you're doing great, and it's such a treat. And I love the bow of what you were doing. That was so amazing to me.
Oh, well, thank you.
So it was like,
Yeah, you don't have.
Clifford, you son of a gun. Clifford's one of my best friends. I only have one good friend in life, and Clifford's both of them. That's true.
And that's because the bill collector is going to be on you.
Don't mention that, Clifford.
Me too.
He's working with me Friday night.
He sure is.
Clifford's my number one bass player. Yeah, he's everybody's number one bass player.
That's right. And Jim won't let me get away from him, not even for one night.
Hey, did you get in trouble about that?
No, I didn't get in trouble because I got a replacement for it.
Good.
I got.
I didn't know Ed Neff was still playing bass.
I would have called him if he was living.
That would have been something, wouldn't it?
She would have killed me.
Hey, thanks for doing all this. You can you put this on YouTube or someplace?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm telling
good
you.
night, thank you.
Oh,
again.
good night.
Appreciate you having
Thank you,
Ross
too.
come. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Bye, Ross.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
So you're going to be there Friday night, right?
Right. You know I'm going to be there Friday night. Else you're going to call
4 to 7.
and the cops at my door.
I wonder, okay.
Not 4 to 7. You mean
Now,
6 to 9.
Right. This is Clifford's 82nd birthday party.
Clifford, what's the first birthday you can remember in your life? Because it's always an important day for us. Can you remember
He
about
has
when
a
it
short
was?
memory tonight.
Well,
I want to hear this
the
myself.
first birthday that I can't remember that because they were late. I think my
Like he is
mother
for a gig.
forgot. Yeah.
10 years old, you think? Did you have a birthday or any party or anything?
No, because I probably went to church. My father
Okay.
was a reverend.
That's before you got
Okay.
kicked out for swinging too much with Claude, right? He told me that you swung too much. They booted you out of the church. Is that true?
And the members followed us to the bar.
Is that true, that story?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, God.
Yes, it
So your understanding of music, probably a lot of it came from church, do you think?
is. Oh, sure. Sure. The basics, yeah. Sure is, yeah.
So what about
The rhythm part.
was the bass? Did you take up the piano first?
Piano.
I think you told me that. Yeah, you took up the piano.
Piano was first, but I always wanted to play bass, but I couldn't afford one until we got out.
You told me about you drove down the street and that bass was there. You go get
In the
some
window.
clothes.
That's
The clothes went out the window. You got the bass.
That's
You told me
right.
that too.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
Josh, get in here for a minute.
So do you remember when you first played bass? How old you were then?
I was about 16.
This is a young lion.
16?
Right there. Josh Silver. He's played with Clifford. We played a couple piano things together.
Clifford, Jim, and Josh.
He's great. He's a great player.
So what year did you think you picked it up the first time you
Before I went to service, so that was 49.
about 49?
Yeah,
So
48
how you
49.
18 or something like that?
No, I was
Good to see you.
about
Take care, Josh.
16.
16?
Yeah.
What service did you go in?
Army.
Army? Could you play music when you were in the Army?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But I didn't get it. Join the band. I was in the infantry,
Oh, okay.
and I joined the Army to go to Japan to meet up with some of those girls that my cousin was telling me about. He was in the Navy. He gave me the whole lineup about the Japanese girls. He said, you got to go to Japan. I went to Japan so fast, man. I was there a week and the war broke out in Korea.
Oh man. So did you have to go in the Korean War?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did you go to Korea?
No, I didn't dodge it. What do you mean? I went to Japan, and the war broke out. Okay.
Did you have to go over to Korea or anything?
Did I have to go? I was on the front line.
Oh my gosh. Oh well.
I got 2 Purple Hearts.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Josh. Coming through the door. The lady. And I think it's her. What? Your mother?
My mother's right here. He is my brother. Your mother right here.
I know, I was waiting to say hello.
Oh.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I know you.
Okay, now I'm really leaving.
Peace out, Clifford.
Okay, guys.
Happy belated.
Okay. Thank you. Brad,
Good to see you.
thanks a million.
Happy birthday. See you next time. Great fun.
Chris.
See you next time, Cliff. Happy birthday.
Okay. Be good, man.
So when you got so that was 49. So you probably were there during the early 50s.
Yeah, I was here. That's when it was in '50. Yeah, I went to service in '50, and that's when I went to Japan for a week, and that's when the war broke out in.
You would think a musician in Japan would have got quite a bit of action, I guess. But you had to go to war.
I got action in the war.
You got action in the war. Isn't the kind you were thinking about when you went over there? Oh my goodness. So then you came back after the war, which was like in the little was
53.
53.
Yeah.
And then could you start playing music then?
I did.
Uh-huh.
I did, yeah. I started playing.
Could you start making money at it?
I was playing professionally.
Oh, good.
And
good.
before I always borrowed somebody's fiddle. And
oh, you had somebody else's, huh?
Yeah. And when I got out of service, my mom and I was headed downtown to get a new wardrobe, and the bus stopped in front of Green's music store, and there was this Epiphone bass in the window. And I stopped the bus and said, "Let me out of here." And we went off, and I bought all the parts to go to the bass, bow and cover and all that stuff. And we walked out of the store with the bass. My mom says, "Now how are we going to get it home?" And I said, "I'm going to walk it home." Boy, I was so proud. Walked down the street, and I lived a mile and a half from the music store.
Well, we walked when we were younger. Everybody walked when they were younger.
I love it. Carry that big bass, man, and everything.
Did you remember the first time you electrified your bass?
I can't. Thank you, dear. Thanks for everything. Thank you. Thank you, dear.
Enjoyed your music. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
So you did electrify it after a while.
Yes. Well, what happened? I was playing back then. The bass players were just putting a microphone on the bass.
You did your ballad
instead
again.
of an amplifier.
Trying to keep doing that.
And
I know. I love it.
I decided to. A guy come in here,
His favorite song.
and I thought it was a guitar. He didn't ask could he say that or nothing.
Yeah.
And he started playing this. He had an electric Fender.
Electric bass.
Yeah, and it looked like a guitar, but I thought it was a guitar. But until he started playing, he was doom doom doom.
Right, because they didn't have.
Happy birthday.
Love you.
They didn't have electrified music when you first started. That's right.
Right.
That's right. They had none. No Les Pauls. No nothing.
Right.
So about when did you start electrifying yours?
Oh, shortly after that, I started doing that because I originally was playing gutted strings.
Oh, okay.
And
you probably couldn't hear it that well.
well, that means you had to pull the strings harder. So that's why my fingers seem so strong, and playing,
Yeah, I like to get a lot of photo work of when your hands are working. I get a lot of
I
that.
know it. I've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
Good night.